This evening, we are excited to recognize the 2023 state champion West Lauderdale boys cross country team. The team upset top-ranked Senatobia to win the first cross country state championship in West Lauderdale school history. Please join us as we present championship rings and recognize this amazing group of runners. Team members include senior Tyler Greenwood, junior Creighton Allen, junior Gavin Knight, junior Levi Rickles, freshman Sawyer Wyndham, state meet alternate 8th grader Ryan Thompson, state meet alternate freshman Stone Bird. A total of 157 runners competed at the 4A state meet, finishing for West Lauderdale were senior and 27th place overall Carter Walton, freshman and 20th place overall Brody Gressett, sophomore and 19th place overall Owen Allen, sophomore and 17th place overall Landry Maxwell, sophomore All-State and 14th place overall Aaron Walls, sophomore All-State and 13th place overall Hunter Walton, and junior All-State and 10th place overall Foster Wyndham. Congratulations to the 2023 West Lauderdale Boys Cross Country State Champ.
Welcome to West Lauderdale Baseball on the campus of West Lauderdale High School to Jerry Boatner Field, where tonight the West Lauderdale Knights will take on the Brandon Bulldogs. West Lauderdale coming in with a record of 4-2, and Brandon will come in with a record of 3-3. And the last time since I spoke with you guys, called a game, West has played a few. They double 3-game set over the past weekend, played Marshall Academy, won 3-1. Lost against a really good Madison Central team 10-0, and then beat a really good Clinton team 11-3. So West ended up going 2-1, and they run their record to 4-2. Brandon's coming in at 3-3. Their last 3 games, they've won 3 straight. They played McGill, won by a score of 4-0. UMS White Cliff, they won again 13-1. And Hillcrest Tuscaloosa, they scored a victory over them 3-2.
Our friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. The theme of interscholastic athletics is that of friendly competition. The Disney team in every interscholastic game gets in the home state and is expected to be so regarded and treated. For vanity and volunteers are equal to unexpected. And are also
Miles, the first baseman. Jacob Chancellor will be designated Greenwood fifth, and 6-hole Cameron Keys will play right field. Walker Hooks will be a first baseman. And then 7th, Cameron Johnson will get the juvenile on the plate. And then 8th, and Jerry Walker, second baseman.
To be placed on
Number 9. The pitcher on the mound will be Wade Wilson. Well, Knights leading off playing shortstop will be Jacob Wiggy. Hitting second and catching will be Owen Shirley. Cameron Brown will play second base and hit third. Cleanup will be Lee Jenkins and play first. Carson Smith will be a designated hitter and fifth. And the 6-hole will be Hunter Russell playing left field. David Peoples will be welcome on board tonight. Pretty successful basketball season and deep in the playoffs. He'll play center field and hit 7th. We have Caden Bosley in the 9-hole playing right field. Carter Horton will be on the mound. The pitching duties. Toby Pickford will be your third baseman and hit 8. So we're far enough into the season now to try to get a bit of statistics for the Knights. Hunter Russell's your leading hitter. He's hitting .421. 2 doubles, 5 RBIs. He started off having a good hot start to the season. Carson Smith's right behind him at .412. He's got 1 double, 4 RBIs. Leads Jenkins. He's got the only home run so far for the Knights. 3 doubles, 2 singles. Leads is sitting .400. So that's your three leading hitters for the Knights to this point in the season. On the mound tonight, going to get Carter Horton. Carter's gone 8.2 innings up to this point. He's given up 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 of which were earned. Only lost 5 batters, struck out 7. He's bringing a 4.85 ERA into the game.
4-4 led by head coach Daniel Best. And now your starting lineup in batting order for the Brandon High School Bulldogs. Starting at shortstop, number 4, Trey McQueen. In left field, number 13, Grayson Hall. In center field, number 12, Jay McQueen. In third base, number 3, Xavier Miles. The DH, number 42, Jacob Chancellor. In right field, number 5, Cam Keys. At first base, number 19, Walker Hooks. Behind the plate, catching, number 32, Cam Johnson. At second base, number 11, Grady Walker. And on the mound and pitching for the Bulldogs, number 23, Wade Wilson. The Bulldogs are led by head coach Daniel West, assisted by Philip O'Brien, Todd McInnes, Blake Tooten, and Z McQueen, Kyle Keaton, and the manager is Trey Adcock. The Knights come into tonight's game with a 4-2 record, and they're led by head coach Jason Smith. And now your starting lineup in batting order for the West Lauderdale Knights. It's shortstop number 25, Jacob Wooten. The catcher, number 13, Owen Shirley. At second base, number 5, Cannon Graham. At first base, number 3, Lee Jenkins. The DH, number 26, Carson Smith. In left field, number 1, Hunter Russell. In center field, number 22, Caden Peoples. At third base, number 6, Toby Pickford. In right field, number 21, Caden Boswell. And on the mound and pitching for the Knights, number 11, Carter Horton. The Knights are led by head coach Jason Smith, assisted by Jody Hurst, Dustin Hamrick, and Cam Partridge. And now if you would, please stand and remove your hats for the invocation and the playing of the national anthem. Our Father in heaven, we thank you, Lord, for this day and your many blessings. We ask you, Lord, to go with each and every one here tonight, that we enjoy a good ball game and return home safely. We ask all this in your precious name. Amen.
All right, so as we mentioned, Carter Horton will take the mound for the Knights. Owen Shirley will get the catching duties. Brandon Bulldogs are coached by Daniel Best, assisted by Philip O'Brien, Todd McInnes, Blake Tutton, Z. McQueen, and Kyle Keaton. The Knights, of course, are coached by Jason Smith, assisted by Jody Hurst, Dustin Hamrick, and Cam Partridge. So leading off for the Bulldogs will be Trey McQueen, the shortstop.
To lead off for the Bulldogs, the shortstop number 4, Trey McQueen.
Carter Horton in the windup. Delivers the first pitch inside, ball 1. So Carter just misses off the inside half of the plate. Good fastball from Horton down to the zone, about 84 miles an hour. Swing and fouled off the left-hand side, count even up 1-1. Good breaking pitch from Horton. Gets ahead quickly in the count, 1-2. If you're Carter, that's what you want to do. Get ahead in the count all night long. Breaking pitch got away from Carter. Back to the backstop, evens the count 2 apiece. Another breaking pitch inside half. Swung on, fouled off the left-hand side. Count remains 2-2. Fastball from Horton, drilled into left center. Caden scoops it up. Throws it in the second. That'll hold the runner at first. But the Bulldogs get the leadoff runner on. And that's what you want to do in the start of any inning. Get your leadoff runner on. So Grayson Hall, left fielder for the Bulldogs, will come to the plate.
Grayson Hall.
McQueen stands at first after the single. Hall squares the bunt. Doesn't offer at it. Counts 1-0. Ball up and away. Nobody out in the inning. Squares the bunt again, lays it down. Pickford fields it at third, throws to first, and gets the out. So, good job. Pickford records the out at first base. That'll be 1 out in the inning, but the Bulldogs advance the runner to second. So both players involved in that play did their job. Bulldogs hitter laid the bunt down up the third base line, advanced the runner. Knights recorded the out.
With 1 out, the batter is the center fielder, number 12, Jay McQueen.
And that'll bring up Jay McQueen, center fielder for the Bulldogs. Line drive right past Jacob Wooten. Hard hit ball, he couldn't handle it. They're going to send the runner, throw coming into the plate, right on the money, and throws it out. Great throw by Caden Peoples, right on the button at home. Owen Shirley did a good job of blocking the plate, put the tag down, and the runner never reached the plate. Great job by Peoples in center. So KP shows immediate dividends getting back on the field for the Knights. Strong arm in center. Cut him down at the plate. Great job by both Owen and Kate.
Number 3, Xavier Miles.
Xavier Miles come to the plate for Brandon. So 2 outs now for Horton to work with. Corner hits him in the helmet. That'll put a runner on first and second. So ball got away from Carter a little bit, but still get out of this.
Your next batter is DH number 42, Jacob Chancellor.
So Jacob Chancellor comes to the plate, designated hitter. Brandon with 2 runners on. In the top of the first, slow roller. Carter's going to have to get over there and make the play. Can't quite make the catch. And the run will come home on an error. So Brandon takes himself to a 1-0 lead early in the top of the first. Carter got to the bag. I couldn't tell whether the throw was behind him, whether he just trying to run over there and catch the ball, touch the bag, a lot going on. Nonetheless, it got away from the Knights and the run scored.
Your next batter is right fielder number 5, Tim Keys.
So Cameron Keys, the right fielder for Brandon, comes to the plate. And Carter hits his second hitter of the inning. So now the bases are loaded for the Bulldogs, and that'll bring Walker Hooks to the plate, the first baseman. Brandon leads 1-0.
First baseman number 19, Walker Hooks.
Swing and a foul ball by Hooks. Way out ahead of that. What looked to be a change-up from Carter. Count moves to 0-2. Drive out to right field. Right fielder going back and makes the catch. So the Knights end up retiring, limiting the damage by the Brandon Bulldogs to 1. So through a half inning, Brandon leads 1-0.
And that half inning for the Bulldogs, there were 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. Due up to the Knights, Jacob Wooden, Owen Shirley, and Cannon Graham.
So Wade Wilson will get the ball for Brandon. He'll face Jacob Wooten. Jacob comes in hitting .333. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs in the season, 6 runs scored. And Jacob, to this point in the season, has thrown 3 free passes. So he's done a good job of getting on base, which is the leadoff hitter's job. Swing, foul straight back. Count goes to 0-1. Knights are down 1-0. Brandon scratched across the run in the first inning on 2 hits in Knight era. Ball outside, breaking pitch. Low and away. Jacob offered at it, but didn't go around. Ground ball, and Brandon had a third baseman playing in. And so that was good defensive positioning by the Brandon coaching staff. Jacob hit a high chopper. Third baseman fielded it cleanly. I'm sure what he was thinking is Brandon has the speed to lay down a bunt and try to beat it out. So they brought the third baseman in to prevent that from happening and got the slow ground out. So Owen Shirley's coming to the plate. And Shirley's hitting .267. 1 double, 2 RBIs. Owen fouls it straight back. Count moves to 0-1. Ball outside, evens it up 1-1. Breaking pitch, caught the outside half. So Shirley's now down 1-2. It's a good pitch from Wilson. Good kind of side spinning breaking pitch. Didn't really have much downward break, more right to left break. Same pitch again. Same spot. Umpire calls it for strike 3. So Shirley down via the strikeout. That'll bring Cannon Graham to the plate. Graham's got a .273 average, 3 doubles, 5 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Knights quickly have 2 outs. Graham swings at the changeup, low and in. Moves the count to 0-1. Brandon leads 1-0. Ball outside, evens it up 1-1. Wilson's got decent velocity, 85 on the fastball. Change up around 75. That's what he threw right there. Cannon was way out in front of that. So he's behind 1-2. Ball outside evens it up 2-2 with 2 outs. Graham swings through another changeup. And so the Knights are retired with no damage done. The Knights have no runs on no hits. And we'll go to the top of the second with the Brandon Bulldogs leading 1-0.
And that means for the Knights, there were no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Here for the Bulldogs, Cam Johnson, Braden Walker, and Trey McQueen. Game balls for tonight's game provided by Chris McConnell, your local State Farm agent. To lead off for the Bulldogs, capture number 32, Cam Johnson.
So Cam Johnson will lead off for Brandon. Foul ball, went off the hitter's foot. So Brandon leads 1-0. They have 1 run on 2 hits. Knights to this point have no runs on no hits. Committed 1 error. So Carter's quickly ahead 0-2. Fastball, fouled off the left-hand side. Good breaking pitch from Carter, just missed. Inside, a little bit low probably. Count moves to 1-2. Change up, low and away in the dirt. Evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball, Graham ranges in, makes the play. Knights have 1 out. So 1 out in the top of the second. Brandon leading 1-0.
With 1 out, the batter is the second baseman, number 11, Graydon Walker.
Graydon Walker, the second baseman for the Bulldogs, to come to the plate. Good fastball, Horton, in the outside corner. Moves the count to 0-1. Fastball high, lifted in the center. Peoples is there, makes the play. So 2 quick outs for Carter in the Knights.
With 2 outs, right as the shortstop, number 4, Trey McQueen.
Trey McQueen coming to the plate. Count moves to 1-0. Fastball up and in. Goes to 2-0. Fly ball out behind second base. Graham moves over, takes the play, and that'll retire the side. So Brandon gets no hits, no runs, but they carry a lead in the bottom of the second. Brandon Bulldogs 1, West Lauderdale 0.
That had an inning for the Bulldogs. There were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Due up the Knights, Lee Jenkins, Carson Smith, and Hunter Russell.
so. The Knights will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up to the plate in the bottom of the seconds. Jenkins, Smith, and Russell.
Lead off for the Knights, the first baseman, number 3, Lee Jenkins.
So Jenkins takes one for a strike. Jenkins comes in hitting 400 with a home run and 3 doubles, 5 RBIs. So at this point in the season, Jenkins and Graham are your big RBI producers along with Hunter Russell. 2 quick strikes to Jenkins. Does a good job fighting off a good outside fastball from Wilson down the right field line. With foul. Curveball from Wilson. Jenkins chops up the middle. Shortstop bobbles it a second, but is able to get the throw off in plenty of time to get Jenkins at first. So 1 quick out for Brandon. That'll bring Carson Smith to the plate.
DH number 26, Carson Smith.
Smith coming in with a 412 average. 1 double, 4 RBIs. Fouls it off left-hand side out of play. Ball up. Count evens up 1-1. Good breaking pitch from Wilson. Dropped it across the inside corner. Smith just swung right over the top of it. Count moves to 1-2. Brandon leads 1-0. Bottom of the second inning. Ball outside. Evens it up 2-2. There's a foul, hard hit ball, but foul out to the left side. Ball up and away, so the count runs full. Hunter Russell waits on deck. Ball down, so Carson Smith coaxes the walk out of Wilson. That'll bring Hunter Russell to the plate. Russell's hitting 421. 2 doubles, 5 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Off to a great start.
Fielder number 1, Hunter Russell.
Carson's got pretty good speed at first. Throw behind him, back in plenty of time. There's a line drive right to the second baseman. Didn't quite get high enough. Russell hit it hard, but right to him. Smith retreats to first, and now it's 2 outs.
2 outs, so that is the center fielder. Number 22, Caden Peoples.
Caden Peoples are coming to the plate. So Caden's getting his first official at bat of the year. Had a strong basketball season, Caden did. Recorded his 1,000th point scored as a West Lauderdale Knight this year in basketball. That's impressive. And Caden's got another year left. I believe he's a junior. Fastball in the outside half at 85 miles an hour. Moves the count to 0-1. There's 2 outs. Brandon leads 1-0. Throw behind Smith at first. Back in plenty of time. Ball low. Evens it up 1-1. Ball outside, 2-1. Throw again, trying to keep Carson honest at first base. Strike on the outside corner, evens it up 2-2. So I didn't think you might see him go here. I don't know if Coach Smith this early in the game wants to take the bat out of Caden's hands just to give him a chance to make something happen, but we'll see. Nothing doing. Caden swings and misses. So Wilson gets the strikeout, retire the Knights. The Knights have no runs on no hits. Bulldogs committed no errors in the inning. They'll carry a 1-0 lead into the top half of the third.
For the Knights, there were no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Deal up for the Bulldogs. Grayson Hall, Jay McQueen, Xavier Miles. The lead off for the Bulldogs, the left fielder number 13, Grayson Hall.
Bryson Hall lead off for Brandon. Slow breaking pitch from Horton. Low and away. Count moves to 1-0. Brandon leads 1-0 in the top of the third. Ball again low. Count moves to 2-0. Ball slapped down the left field side. Move the count to 2-1. Ball up. Breaking pitch from Carter. Just hung a little bit up in the zone. So now Hall's ahead 3-1. Ball up again, so Hall will get the 3 past the first, and the Brandon Bulldogs will get the leadoff runner on base. So if you're Brandon visiting Bulldogs, you love to get the leadoff runner on base. Percent chance of him scoring in high school baseball is really, really high. Anytime you get the leadoff run, you still got 3 outs to play with. There's a bunt. Carter throws a good breaking pitch. And McQueen pulled back, didn't offer at it, so that'll move the count to 0-1. And Brandon looks like they might be just trying to tack on a run or two. They're going to continue to bunt. This is a 3-hole hitter. Pitch out by the Knights, throw behind him. Nothing going on. Good quick snap throw from Shirley back to Jenkins at first. But Hall at first had already started to retreat and didn't have much of a lead. So now Brandon removes the bunt. Carter throws a fastball under the chin. Moved the count to 2-1. Carter Horton's got good velocity. That last one was 82. Another fastball up. That's going to run the count to 3-1. So now Horton's behind. Runner on first, nobody out. Brandon leading 1-0. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to McQueen right here and put two guys on with nobody out. Ooh, that's that's 3-1 breaking ball. McQueen definitely wasn't gearing up for that. So that'll move the count to full, 3-2. Carter showed great command of that breaking ball, being able to throw it on 3-1 count. Throws behind the runner at first, back in plenty. And breaking ball up. Carter just can't quite stay on top of that. Get it to get that downward action. Starting a little bit high, so just kind of staying there. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs, Xavier Miles. So Brandon with two guys on, leading 1-0. In the top half of the third. I believe Brandon with the reclassification, I believe they are a 7A school. Swing and a miss by Miles. Move the count to 0-1. West Lauderdale stayed in their same classification of 4A. And Mississippi has moved to 7 high school classifications as opposed to 6. So nothing doing. Knights kind of had the runner hung out. Carter kind of lost his footing, couldn't make the throw. Good fastball off the hands. Graham's going to field it and have one play to second. So Miles grounds out to second, but does his job and gets both runners in scoring position, and that'll bring Jacob Chancellor, the designated hitter for Brandon, to the plate. Chancellor's 0 for 1. So Carter quickly ahead with a strike. Count moves to 0-1. One out. Brandon leads 1-0. Runners on second and third. Good breaking pitch inside half. Carter, that was a really fantastic pitch right at the knees. Counts quickly 0-2. Good changeup, man. That ball had some movement. Throws to first, records the out. Good job by Shirley. Knowing the situation with the runner on second and third. Making sure that runner on third held his position. Making a good throw to first. And retiring the hitter, but that changeup Carter just threw had about a foot break back into the right-handed hitter. There was no way to hit that. That was a fantastic, fantastic changeup from Carter. Good breaking pitch, center cut. Once again, Horton's ahead. 0-1. Might have found his rhythm. Another breaking pitch right across, center cut. So now he's ahead 0-2, 2 outs. Brandon leading 1-0. Runners on second and third. This will be a big inning if Carter could get out of it. And he does. Swinging the ball in the dirt. Throw to first from Shirley to Jenkins. And Carter Horton does a fantastic job pitching around 2 runners on base. And holds the Brandon Bulldogs to 0. So through 2.5, Brandon 1, West Lauderdale 0.
In that half inning for the Bulldogs, there were no runs on no hits, no errors, and due up for the Knights. Cody Pickford, Caden Boswell, and Jacob Wooten. We'd like to remind you, Bulldogs return to action this Thursday afternoon, February 29th, when they travel to Hoover, Alabama to take on the Smith Station Panthers, anytime at 2 p.m. The lead off of the Knights, the third baseman, number 6, Cody Pickford.
So Cody Pickford will lead it off for the Knights. Pickford comes in hitting 250. Takes a ball. So Wilson has returned to the mound for the Bulldogs. Throwing a good game so far. It's got the Knights hitless and scoreless. Pickford watches strike one. So now the count's even 1-1. It's a ball outside and low. To this point in the game, it's been well pitched by both sides. Brandon has 1 run on 2 hits. There's another strike, evens it up 2-2. Miss Lauderdale, no runs on no hits. Ball low and away, close pitch. And Pickford runs the count full. Good swing from Cody, fouls it off. Count remains full. Ball outside, so Pickford does the job. Has a great at bat, extends the count, gets on first base, and I just have that leadoff runner on first. And Caden Boswell coming to the plate. Boswell sitting 167 with a couple of singles, an RBI.
Fielder number 21, Caden Boswell.
A 1-run game, bottom of the third. Coach Smith tries to put a bunt on. Maybe have Caden bunted up the first base line with the top of the order coming up. He does square, takes a strike on the outside half. Count moves to 0-1. Top of the order's up. There's Caden again. A little bit outside. Caden reached for it. Bunted it foul. Moved the count 0-2. Outfield is Shaden Boswell not to pull Wilson. Center fielder is just on the right side of first base side of second. The right fielder's hugging the line a hair. And strike 3 on the outside corner. Wilson gets good location right at the knees, right on the black. Records the first out of the inning for Brandon. That'll flip the order back to the top, and Jacob Wooten will come to the plate.
We're going out to bat is the shortstop, number 25, Jacob Wooten.
And Jacob's 0 for 1. Throw back to first. Pickford back in plenty of time. Breaking pitch, low and away. Leading ahead 1-0. Knights have one out. Ball way outside, but Jacob offered at it. Throw to first. Pickford back again. Counts 1-1. One out. Brandon leading 1-0. Jacob hits a ground ball down third base line. Just foul. Third baseman had pulled in right on the grass. Anytime you do that, any ball hit hard right down the third base line is probably going to sneak past the third baseman. So it counts 1-2 now with one out. Jacob swings for a breaking pitch in the dirt. So now there's 2 outs in the inning. First base occupied. No reason for the catcher to throw to first, but Jacob did what he's supposed to do. Take off running to first regardless in the hopes that the catcher just kind of has a mental lapse and throws the ball into right field. Owen Shirley will come to the plate. Owen's 0 for 1. Swings at a good breaking pitch from Wilson. Wilson's throwing his share of breaking balls tonight, and it's effective. It's a big sweeping right to left, almost from your right shoulder down to the knees type break on it. So it's an effective breaking pitch. At this point in the game, it's kept the night hitters very honest. Throw to first. Pickford's back in plenty of time. So we're at the 2-hole hitter. Graham sits on deck. Jenkins after him. Shirley swings at that breaking pitch again. This Knight's having trouble laying off of it, identifying it and laying off of it right now. So the count's 0-2 with 2 outs. Shirley takes a swing, checks it. It's going to move the count to 1-2. Another good job by Shirley. So Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shirley hits a ground ball to the shortstop, fields it cleanly. Throw to first. Hey, throws it into the backstop. That's going to put runners at the corners, and Owen's going to reach via an error. And they're going to give him second because the ball rolled into the dead zone by the first base dugout. There is an area that extends past the dugout, which, according to West Lauderdale ground rules, is the dead ball area, and that will give the runner an extra base. And that'll bring Cannon Graham to the plate. Graham with a chance to do some serious damage here with a single and 2 outs. Brandon leading 1-0. Cannon Graham's 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. Wilson threw 2 2/3 innings and struck out 5 night hitters. That breaking pitch has worked really well for him.
Your next batter is the second baseman, number 5, Cannon Graham.
Wind's blowing out, straight to center. Johnson wants a word with his pitcher. Cannon is the 3-hole hitter for the Knights. So Brandon knows they're in the meat of the order. They don't want to give in to one of the night's best hitters in Graham. They have a base open, but they got to face Jenkins if they put Graham on. Time called for by Cannon and received. Swing and a miss on the changeup from Wilson. He has had some effective all-speed pitches. You got to give Wilson credit. He has really kept the night hitters off balance with this. His breaking pitch and his changeup. Both are very, very well delivered. So Graham now 0-1. There's the breaking pitch, high chopper. Second base makes the play, so the Knights strand 2. Wilson's able to work around 2 night runners. The Knights still have no runs on no hits, and Brandon Bulldogs will carry a run lead into the top of the 4th.
That half inning, the Knights have no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left on base. Due up to the Bulldogs, Walker Hooks, Cam Johnson, and Grady Walker. We'd like to remind tonight, fans, the Knights return to action. They travel to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, Ferguson campus, take on Ocean Springs Friday at 5 and 7.
So Horton returns for his 4th inning of work. At this point, he's gone 3 complete, 2 hits, 1 run. No earned runs. First pitch gets Brandon Hitter to pop out to shortstop. Wooten makes the play. And so Walker Hooks, the first baseman for the Bulldogs, are retired on 1 pitch. That'll bring Cameron Johnson.
One out, the batter is catcher number 32, Cam Johnson.
Bring Cameron Johnson to the plate. Johnson's 0 for 1. Carter misses with a fastball. Now responds to another fastball in the outside half to even the count at 1-1. Ball hit hard down the right field line, just foul. Ball in the dirt. County was up 3-2. Carter gets him with a strikeout. So the Knights have 2 outs.
For 2 outs, the batter is the second baseman, number 11, Grayden Walker.
Walter hits the ball that Carter backhands on a nice play and gets him out. So Horton, with a little athleticism, knocks that ball down backhanded, keeps it in play, picks it up with his bare hand, flips it to first. So 3 up, 3 down for the Knights. And And through 3.5, Brandon still leads 1-0.
No errors and nobody left on base. Still up for the Knights. Leeds Jenkins, Carson Smith, and Hunter Russell.
So Leeds Jenkins will lead off for the Knights. Jenkins 0 for 1 on the night. Knights, to this point, through 3 innings, have no runs on no hits. Got to give Wilson some credit. He's kept them off balance with good off-speed pitches. Jenkins ahead 1-0, fastball high and inside. Brandon scored 1 run on 2 hits. The Knights, of course, have no runs on no hits. Good fastball in the outside corner. That's just a tough pitch. Tough pitch for the hitters to handle. Ball was a little too far outside that time. Count moves to 2-1. Says Jenkins went around. That'll even it up 2-2. Ball outside, runs the count 3-2. The Knights would absolutely love to get Jenkins to first base and have that leadoff runner on base, and then try to do something to get him home and tie this up. Wilson's issued 2 walks at this point in the game. And called strike 3 outside half. He's gotten that call all night and he keeps hitting that spot. So give Wilson credit. Umpire's calling it there. He's throwing it there. So 1 out for the Knights. Bring Carson Smith to the plate. Smith recorded 1 of the 2 walks the Knights had tonight. His last time up. There's a base hit. So the no-hitter is broken up. Carson stays right behind that one and lines it into the 5.5 hole right there between shortstop and third.
Your next batter is the left fielder, number 1, Hunter Russell.
Hunter Russell, 0 for 1. Ball outside. Count moves to 1-0. High fastball. Russell chased that one, evens it up 1-1. Caden Peoples is on deck. Smith at first. And Russell at the plate. Smith back in plenty of time. Counts 1-1, 1 out. Brandon leading 1-0 in the bottom half of the 4th. Russell swings and misses 1-2. That again, that down and away breaking pitch that Wilson's been so effective with tonight. Russell swings right over the top of it. Throw to first. Nothing doing. There's a breaking pitch, stayed up in the zone. Shortstop bobbles it, throws it into right field. That's going to give the Knights runners on the corners with one out. So the Knights catch a break. That'll bring Caden Peoples to the plate. Now the Knights have something to play with. Runner at first and third. Peoples at the plate. Hunter did a good job of putting that ball in play and making them make a defensive play. Brandon unable to execute it. Shortstop just kind of bobbled it, rolled up his chest a little bit. He kept it in front of him. Just picked it up and honestly got in a little bit of a hurry and tried to fire one over there, and it was not going to get the out either way. By throwing it in the right field, gave the Knights the extra base. So Coach Best probably just wants to settle his team down right there. He's still got a one-run lead, one out. Ground ball away from a double play if you're Brandon. And if you're West, you just want to find a way to get that runner at third home. Looks like the Knights have put a pinch runner in the game, the Cooper Rayner, with a man third. Coach Smith wants some speed at third base.
Courtesy runner on third base, number 35, Cooper Rayner. The batter is the center fielder, number 22, Caden Peoples.
Caden Peoples coming to the plate. Peoples a strikeout victim his last time up. It's going to take Caden a little time to get situated. Just coming back from basketball. Ball outside. Count moves to 1-0. Peoples calls for him, receives time. Wilson taking a long time to get the signal. Peoples with a drive out to center. Center fielder's drifting back up against the wall, makes the catch. Rayner comes home, and Peoples has done his job. A sacrifice fly for Caden. Ties this puppy up at one apiece in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring Pickford to the plate. Cody Pickford. Cody walked his last time up. Knights still have Russell at first.
Third baseman, number 6, Cody Pickford.
Throw to first. Russell back in plenty of time. Brandon's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Is Coach Smith going to try to take that base with Russell in the hopes that Pickford's going to squirt something through the infield and get him home? And there he goes. Ball's low. Throw down to second. Not in time. And Russell indeed has stolen second base to put himself in scoring position. And now with 2 outs, Hunter will be in his 2-out lead, looking to get home as quickly as possible if Pickford can get anything through the infield. Ball low. Moves the count to 2-0. There is a little bit of action in the Brandon bullpen. Pickford with a line shot, but right at the second baseman. Pickford hit it on the line. Second baseman maybe had to take half a step. But the Knights do strike one and strike in the bottom of the fourth and score one. They've tied it up going in the top half of the fifth. Brandon won, Knights won.
That half inning for the Knights over 1 run on 1 hit, no error, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We up for the Bulldogs. Trey McQueen, Grayson Hall, and Jay McQueen. The lead off the Bulldogs, the shortstop number 4, Trey McQueen.
So back at the top of the order for Brandon. Leadoff hitter Trey McQueen comes to the plate. Carter drops a slow breaking pitch on the inside half for strike one. Another slow breaking pitch. Oh, a great job at a third baseman. Pickford with a throw. I believe it went off the runner. It did, but he gets back. He scrambled. Made a turn like he was going to go to second. Didn't realize the ball didn't get away that far. Had to scramble back to first, but he's in there safely. So that's going to be an infield hit. That was a tough play. Pickford did a great job to get that ball. Just a tough up and throw. So McQueen's definitely going to have a single on that. Good effort by Pickford. And that'll be Grayson Hall to the plate, left fielder. And Grayson Hall's walked his only time up. Squared to bunt. Ball gets past Shirley. So 1-0 count. Ball inside, breaking pitch, just a little low. Moves the count to 2-0. Grayson Hall squares to bunt again. This time he might be pulling it back though. Yep, and he does. Takes a pitch outside. Count moves to 3-0. That's a strike in the outside half. Moves to 3-1. Brandon's got McQueen on second, which represents the go-ahead run. Nobody out in the inning. 3-1 count. Scores 1-1. Knights have just fought their way back into it, scoring in the bottom of the fourth. Carter's run the count full to a 3-2 count. And the two-hole hitter Hall for the Brandon Bulldogs. Breaking pitch gets him looking. Good location from Horton. He broke that one from the chest down to the knees, right on the outside corner. It's a great location from Carter. That'll bring up the three-hole hitter. Jay McQueen, center fielder for the Bulldogs. McQueen is 1 for 1, base on balls, run scored, and a hit. And Knights are going to put him on first, not take any chances with that. That's going to bring Xavier Miles to the plate, the first baseman. Miles is 0 for 1.
Intentional walk on Jay McQueen. Your next batter for third baseman, number 3.
So McQueen, I'm assuming, is Brandon's best hitter on the field. Walked into first. That puts the force in order. So now you got runners on first and second. The Knights have a double play chance on the ground ball. Throw back behind the runner. Nothing doing. McQueen retreats to second easily. But now a ground ball's got a chance to get you out of the inning. Ball low. Count moves to 1-0. So if you're Carter right here, you're trying to keep things down in the zone. You're trying to induce that ground ball somewhere, preferably hit straight to one of your infielders. There's a good low fastball from Carter. That evens it up 1-1. Good breaking pitch right there. Low and on the corner again. Sharp breaker from Horton. Moves the count to 1-2. See if he'll follow that up with the exact same pitch. That was tough. Inside changeup. Gets him looking. Looked like McQueen almost thought about leaning into that and couldn't quite get there. Ball crossed the inside corner, and Carter gets a much-needed strikeout. So now there's 2 outs. And that'll bring Jacob Chancellor, the designated hitter, to the plate. Fastball popped up. Pop fly. Graham moves over, makes the play. So Horton works around the jam and keeps the score 1-1 going into the top of the 5th.
And had the lead for the Bulldogs, there were no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Here up for the Knights, Caden Boswell, Jacob Wooden, and Owen Shirley. Leading off for the Knights, the right fielder, number 21, Caden Boswell.
Caden Boswell comes to the plate, 0 for 1. Strike on the outside half. Wilson has returned for his 5th inning of work. Pitched a fantastic game. Another strike outside half. Wilson to this point has gone 4 complete, giving up 1 hit, 1 run, which was not earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So he's done a fantastic job tonight to this point. Boswell in the hole, 1-2. Bottom of the 5th, score knotted up 1-1. Caden hits the slow roller in the hole. Third baseman fields it cleanly, throws to first. And retires Caden, the first out, the bottom half of the 5th. And that will flip the order back to Jacob Wooten. Wooten's 0 for 2.
Going out the bat is the shortstop, number 25, Jacob Wooten.
Strike at the knees. Wilson quickly ahead. 0-1. Check swing. Foul ball. Count moves to 0-2. All up. Breaking pitch up and in. Count moves to 1-2. Score knotted up in 1 apiece. Hard ground ball again hit to third. Third baseman again with a play. So 2 quick outs for Wilson and the Bulldogs. That'll bring Owen Shirley to the plate. Shirley 0 for 2.
The 2 outs for batters is catcher number 13, Owen Shirley.
Shirley with a good cut. Just nicked it. Foul ball, straight back. Count moves to 0-2. Ball low, 1-2. Ball outside, 2-2. So no action now in the Brandon bullpen. Looks like it's Wilson's from this point. It's the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball again to the third baseman. Got a lot of action this inning. Must have gone off Owen's foot. The umpire called that a foul ball. It was in foul territory. Must have certainly hit Owen. Bounced off his foot somehow, some way. Owen never ran to first, so it's possibly what happened. There's a ground ball up the middle. Takes a funny hop off the corner. Shortstop fires it to first and gets Owen Shirley in time. So, Knights have nothing doing in the 5th. Through 5 complete. Score remains. Brandon 1, West Lauderdale 1.
No hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Deal to the Bulldogs. Cam Keys, Walker Hook, and Cam Johnson.
So Horton returns for his 6th inning of work. Knights have something going in the bullpen. Can't make out who the players are. Knights bullpen is situated just where the roof of the dugout kind of obstructs your vision from my point of view here in the press box. But you can see there's some activity down there getting loose, and Carter's done a fantastic job up to this point. I mean, he's given up 1 run on 3 hits. So Carter has definitely done his job tonight, and a breaking pitch in the dirt starts to count off 1-0. And Brandon will have Keys, Hooks, and Johnson come into the plate. There's a drive out in the left field. Boswell ranges over and makes the play. So, one quick out for Carter. It's a ground ball to first. Jenkins moves over, does a good job. And good defensive maneuver in there by the Knights. Carter sprinted over, covered first. Jenkins fields it cleanly, flips it to him. So 2 quick outs.
The 2 outs, the third is catcher number 32, Cam Johnson.
That'll bring Cam Johnson to the plate. Struck out 1 time already today, 2 at bats. Takes a ball just off the outside half. Count moves to 1-0. Fastball, chopped off the handle. Graham takes the high hop, flips it to first. And so Carter has a very efficient inning. And he'll keep the score at 1-1 going in the bottom half of the 6th.
In that half of the inning for the Bulldogs, there were no runs, no hits, no errors in. Nobody left on base. You up the Knights, Cannon Graham, Leeds Jenkins, and Carson Smith. We'd like to remind you the Bulldogs return to action Thursday, February 29th. They travel to Hoover, Alabama to take on Smith Station Panthers at 2 p.m.
So coming up for West Lauderdale on the bottom of the 6th will be the meat of the order, Graham, Jenkins, and Smith. The Knights are going to put something on the board. These 3 have to get on base, get something started in this inning.
Second baseman number 5, Kevin Graham.
1-1 game, bottom of the 6th. Wilson's returned to the mound for his 6th inning of work. Ball up. Cannon's 0 for 2 on the night. And Graham has struck out 6 night hitters to this point in the game. There's the drive. Center fielder ranges over. Got a really good jump on it. Graham hit it hard, just a little bit too close to the center fielder, but Graham put a charge into that one. So 1 quick out for the Knights. And that'll bring Leeds Jenkins to the plate.
First baseman number 3, Leeds Jenkins.
And Jenkins 0 for 2. Breaking pitch from Wilson down and away for a strike in the outside corner. Ball outside, evens it up 1-1. Brandon and West Lauderdale knotted up at 1 apiece. To this point in the game, Brandon has 1 run on 3 hits. Committed 2 errors. The Knights have 1 run on 1 hit with 1 error. There's a drive from Jenkins. Center fielder ranges over. Can't get to it, but he does get it on a hop to hold Jenkins to a single. That ball could have got past the center fielder. Jenkins would have had an easy stand-up double. And that'll bring Carson Smith to the plate. Smith's 1 for 1 with a single and a base on balls tonight. And so that single will bring Coach Best to the mound for Brandon. And that'll be all for Wilson, but he pitched a fantastic game. So the runner at first will be Wilson's responsibility. But Wilson will go 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits, 1 run, no earned runs, only walked 2 hitters and struck out 6, so that's a great outing for him. He really had really good all-speed stuff tonight. Ball movement, good control. Got to tip your hat to Wade Wilson. He's throwing a great game.
On the mound for the Bulldogs, number 28, Ethan Trimble.
So that'll bring Ethan Trimble to the mound. It's a little bit different velocity, it looks like, with Trimble. Wilson touched as much as 87 on the gun, but stayed around 84, 85 with his fastball. Trimble looks to be, just in his warm-up tosses, a little bit less than that.
Number 26, Carson Smith.
So Knights have Jenkins first. Represents the go-ahead run with 1 out. Our scores all knotted up, 1 apiece. Carson hits one up the middle. Shortstop gets it. I don't think he got the out at second, though. I believe the out at second. Yeah, the runner's safe at second. Got the out at first. So Carson advances Jenkins to second, puts him in scoring position for Hunter Russell. Hunter's 0 for 2 on the night. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Jenkins at second. It's going to be Zayden Moore. He's going to get the running duties for Leeds.
Courtesy runner number 8, Zayden Moore.
Coach Smith is inserting a little speed on the base pass. So if Hunter's able to poke anything over an infielder's head, I'm pretty sure Coach Smith's going to send Jaden. 2 outs, he should be off with the crack of the bat anyway.
The next batter is left fielder number 1.
It's been a well-played baseball game tonight. Not a lot of hits, really good pitching. Both teams played pretty strong defense. A couple of errors, Brandon, and 1 for West, but nothing that's caused any big innings. There's a drive from Russell. Left fielder misplays it for a second, but runs in. So Trimble comes in. Throws 1 pitch to Russell. Maybe just 2 pitches total from Trimble. Gets the out he needs. And we go into the top of the 7th with the score tied 1-1.
Give up to the Bulldogs. Braden Walker, Trey McDonald, Trey McQueen, and Grayson Hall. We'd like to also remind you the Knights return to action Friday, March 1st, when they travel to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College Perkinson campus. Taking on Ocean Springs, game time at 5 and 7. The leadoff for the Bulldogs is second baseman number 11, Braden Walker.
So the second baseman will lead it off for Brandon. Graydon Walker. Walker's 0 for 2. Ground ball to third. Oh, nice snag right there by Pickford. That was a fantastic short hop. Hit to his glove side. You can tell they practiced that here at West. He scooped that thing right up and made a strong throw to first. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Horton, who has thrown a fantastic game himself. So McQueen coming to the plate. McQueen hacking away at the first pitch. So McQueen's leadoff hitter, 2 for 3. He's got 2 of their 3 hits. Count evens up 1-1, and low pitch from Carter. Good breaking pitch, hard ground ball into the hole. And so McQueen will have his 3rd hit of the night. He's having himself a good night at the plate, going 3 for 4. And that'll bring up Brayson Hall, the left fielder. He's 0 for 1, reached on a walk and struck out 1 time. Looks like Coach Best wants a pinch runner. He's going to put Cameron Murphy on first to run for Hall. Just a reminder, in high school rules, you can take your starter out and reinsert him. So I'm sure we'll see Hall back on defense here in the bottom half of the 7th. So Keith Forbes will pinch hit for Brandon. Good all-speed pitch from Horton. Gets ahead 0-1. Forbes is way out in front of that one. Another breaking pitch. Forbes way out in front of a foul back. Count moves to 0-2. Breaking pitch, fouled off, right-hand side. So 0-2 count, 1 out. Top of the 7th. All knotted up at 1. Brandon's had 1 run on 4 hits, committed 2 errors. Knights had 1 run on 2 hits, committed 1 error. 1 out in the inning. Forbes digs in against Carter. Carter Horton's gone the distance tonight. Ball in the dirt. Brandon will successfully take that base. Shirley did a good job keep that ball in front of him. Make sure he only gets 1 base, not 2. It's 1 out in the inning, 1-2 count. Horton would love a strikeout right here. And he gets it on a nasty changeup. Way out in front. And that'll bring Jamarian McQueen to the plate, the center fielder for Brandon. He's 1 for 1, walked twice, intentionally walked once. So my guess is Coach Smith is going to put him back on first again, and he does. And that'll bring Xavier Miles to the plate. Miles 0 for 2, strikeout victim. Brandon has runners on second and first. Miles hits one way out to right field. Right fielder ranges under and makes the play. So Basel records the last out of the inning. Carter's able to pitch around a couple of base runners. And we'll go to the bottom of the seventh with the Knights having a chance to walk it off.
In that half of the inning for the Bulldogs, there were no runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Due up to the Knights, Katie Peoples, Cody Pickford, and Katie Boswell.
So Caden Peoples getting it back. The bottom of the seventh.
Caden Peoples.
Knights score. Game's over. Peoples takes one on the outside half. Trimble has returned for his second inning of work. Ball outside. Good breaking pitch to Trimble. Broke off the plate. Peoples wasn't offer. That evens it up at 1-1. Brandon with 1 run on 4 hits. The Knights with 1 run on 2 hits. Been a pitcher's duel tonight. Now KP gets ahead 2-1. Pickford waits on deck. Peoples is driven in the lone run for the Knights. There's a line. Hard hit ground ball. Second baseman takes a wicked hop. Goes off the heel of his glove. Drifts into right field. And the Knights have the winning run at first base. Now KP has excellent speed. There's a hard hit ground ball. At this point in the game, the infield's a little chewed up. Hits one of those footprints. Kind of takes a nasty hop. Went right off the heel of the second baseman's glove in the right field. And KP's got excellent speed, so he's definitely a threat to steal. I looked for Pickford to lay this down, though, if possible. He didn't show it there, which is a good sign. Sometimes a pitcher you'll throw over to first just to see if the hitter's going to square. Pickford didn't show it. And he still doesn't square. So Pickford's hitting away right there on that pitch. Coach Smith showing a lot of confidence in Cody Pickford here early in the season. He's played well tonight. Ball up. Breaking pitch. Good throw down, but not going to get KP. Caden with too much speed. So now he's in scoring position, nobody out. Coach Smith going through the signs. Brandon's going to bring the third baseman in on the grass. Now, if you're going to bunt here, Cody would much rather bunt it straight to the third baseman because he's going to have to charge. Caden could take third easily. He doesn't. So Coach Smith doesn't put the bunt on. Pickford swings away. Count moves to 1-2. Pickford in a hole, 1-2. Pickford with a ground ball to second baseman. Second baseman kicks this one a little bit. Recovers in time, gets the play. But that gets Caden to third. So the Knights have the winning run standing at third. Caden Boswell coming to the plate. Boswell 0 for 2.
One out. That is right fielder, number 21.
Brandon brings the infield in. So any hard ground ball not hit right at somebody's going to get the run home. It's going to get through. Swing and a miss from Caden. A little bit low in the zone. Boswell chased it. Another foul ball right on that one though. So Trimble quickly ahead 0-2. Scores 1-1. Nice get that runner home from third. This game's over. Jacob Wooden waits on deck. Knights have one out. There's a little looper over, and that's going to do it. Caden Boswell has walked it off for the Knights. CNI single right over the shortstop's head, and the Knights will take a 2-1 victory over the Brandon Bulldogs. Knights will run their record to 5-2. That was a great high school baseball game. If you like good pitching, that was as good as it got tonight. Both pitchers, Horton and Wilson and Trimble, all three pitchers had great nights on the plate. Wilson and Horton had a pitcher's duel all the way to the end, and the Knights just did enough to get a 2-1 victory over Brandon. So if you're looking at night offensive statistics, Leeds Jenkins, hard for me to get out of that habit. Leeds Jenkins 1 for 3. Carson Smith 1 for 2 with a base on balls. Caden Peoples was 0 for 2, but found a way to get on base when it mattered most. Scored the winning run, had an RBI. Cody Pickford with a walk, he was 0 for 2. Caden Boswell with a walk-off single. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Carter Horton pitched outstanding. Went 7 complete innings. Gave up 4 hits. 1 run. No earned runs. Walked only 4 and struck out 6. Man, he was a strike throwing machine. Out of 83 pitches, he threw 53 strikes. So you got to give Carter credit. He's going to pick up that win. So fantastic job from the Knights all the way around to scratch out a victory against a good Brandon team. Give Brandon some credit. And McQueen, their leadoff hitter, was outstanding. Went 3 for 4. The 3-hole hitter, 1 for 1 with 3 walks. Really worked the count well. Pitching, Wilson was really great on the mound for Brandon. Only gave up 2 hits. Only gave up 1 run. No earned runs. Only walked 2, struck out 6. So you got to give Brandon credit. They played great since the Knights got that run when it mattered most at the end. So coming up, West Lauderdale, the next game is going to be Friday, March 1st. It's at Ocean Springs at 7 p.m. The next home game will be March the 5th. March the 8th against Leake Central at home. That'll begin district play, and we'll have a JV and a varsity game. JV at 5, varsity at 7. So thanks for joining West Lauderdale Athletics. The Knights take a victory 2-1 over Brandon. Come out and see us at Jerry Boatner Field at the next home game against Leake Central. This is Marcus Willis signing off for West Lauderdale Athletics, West Lauderdale Baseball. Good evening.